Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the established 1982 podcast, the Geek Culture Podcast, hosted by responsibly irresponsible adults that have loved video games, comic books, movies, and TV ever since 1982. I am Wally Analog, and across the table from me is my homie, the gatekeeper of civility and order, Rowls Royce.
Yes, sir.
And we are without Wish Windu. Although she probably wouldn't even enjoy sitting in on this one, admittedly.
Right.
Because we're kind of going back to our roots with this one for the first time in a very long time. As you know, I always introduce the podcast as irresponsible adults that have loved video games. And notice I always say that first. Mm-hmm. Video games.
That's where it started.
And we're going to talk about a video game today. So if you don't like video games, I guess you can turn it off.
No, please stay. What are we doing, man?
I know. That's just bad business.
Yes.
Strike that from the record.
Yes.
That's stricken from the record.
Yes.
Yeah, because you might learn something.
Or you might get a console and buy a game.
Right, because this is not really a review. It's not really a game review for the sake of reviewing a game.
Right.
This is talking about the phenomenon surrounding this particular game. Right?
Yeah. And a little first impressions, too.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to do that.
Because this won't be a full...
We're going to do that.
Yeah, it won't be a full review because we haven't finished the game.
No.
It just came out. So
yes, okay. Yeah.
And we don't get advanced copies.
No,
we're working on that.
Yet.
We're working on that.
That would be dope. But anyways.
Why do you use that voice? Don't use that voice.
Gotham Knights. Ladies and gentlemen. This has been a game that has been in the making for quite some time. Uh-huh. Pandemic held it back, as it has held back a number of games, which is interesting to me because I still have yet, and this is just due to my ignorance, right? This is admittedly me being ignorant of the particulars as it relates to development. Now, I'm a developer by trade. So I don't know if it's different because it's video games and there's a bigger, staff doing these, tentpole games out here. This ain't like, nothing you're doing in your garage, right? Like back in the day. But I struggle with why a game, development-wise, is pushed back because of a quarantine. When these games these days have teams in America, teams in other countries overseas, in the East. Mm-hmm. They're developing in Malaysia, they're developing here. It's just pockets of different teams everywhere. Mm-hmm. You're remote anyway. Like no one's in a building like that. Like True. That. So like I said, this is my ignorance. I don't know. If anybody knows, please let me know. Like why has this game, Gotham Knights and others, been 2 years delayed as a result of a pandemic? Well, we're not making shoes here.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? We're not a restaurant.
Yeah. But in all fairness, the pandemic took everybody by surprise.
It did.
And it would even though it was remote, it wasn't like every single person was remote.
Yeah.
So they probably had like there was probably a center that had like a bunch of animators, and they probably had to figure out, okay, all y'all can't be in this building.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is me not knowing.
And this is me
admittedly.
And this is me not knowing either.
Yeah, but I see the perspective, and that's what I need.
I would assume that there's clusters of people in buildings that are working on one project.
Yeah.
And they're not all working at home because they don't have the computing power at home.
I got you.
To create a video
the tools
game like
and
that.
stuff. That's
right.
So, okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Because I'm just on Windows 11 banging my stuff out. You know what I'm saying? I get you. Okay.
They're
all right,
not.
Fair enough.
Yes.
Gotcha. Little SQL server. You know what I'm saying? Nothing huge.
Right.
Okay. All right. So little Python. So Gotham Knights, man. Dude, when I say probably one of the most polarizing games upon its announcement that I believe I can remember in recent history. I don't know of any other game that sparked so much opinion and, about the plot. And for those of you that need a little background that may or may not play video games, let me just give you the setup for this thing, right? So if you're not a gamer, and and if you are a gamer and you've been under a rock for 11 years, Rocksteady is a company that has completely revolutionized the way we look at superhero video games with their introduction of Batman and the Arkham series. Arkham Asylum being the very first one released in 2011. Mm-hmm. And then I believe like 5 years later. No. 2011. The last one was released in 2015. So in the span of 4 years, they released Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and Arkham Knight. All three of which belong in the Smithsonian of gaming.
Correct.
All of them.
Yes.
All.
Yes.
And if I may just poke fun at Wish Windu, 11 out of 10. She always talking about how we just be over, we just love DC. But if I were to give anything an 11 out of 10, it would be all of those three games collectively. Now, I have a favorite of the three, but all of them together, there's no trilogy out there beating that game, that trilogy in my mind. You can put up any trilogy you want. Now, that's opinion. Let me say. So, that being said, those Batman games pretty much, as a result, spawned all these other games that wanted to be the same. If you've played Lord of the Rings, The Shadow of Mordor, and The Shadow of War, it is literally Arkham Knight set in Middle Earth with a dude cutting heads off. It is the same fighting mechanic. And it's a great game. It is a great game, but Rocksteady has done this.
Gosh, I gotta play that one then.
My God. There's two of them. The Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War. The Shadow of War came out in 2017. Mm-hmm. And I was so late to the party playing that game. It's awesome. It's literally Arkham City and Arkham Knight with this dude who's killing orcs, and it is. I mean, he's chopping heads.
Okay.
He's chopping heads. And he's goring people. He's not playing around.
I'm super late to the game.
He's not playing around. Spider-Man by Insomniac Games.
Correct.
Pretty much stole. Stole is a harsh word, because that's what you do.
Inspired.
You take what's successful and you build on it, right?
Right.
I mean, Doom came out. I won't even give Doom credit because it was Wolfenstein 3D. That was the one that kicked off that first person shooter thing, like for real. And then Doom. And then, you got GoldenEye. And now you got all this stuff now. Call of Duty, and you name it. Mm-hmm. But you got, Wolfenstein 3D is the OG. Mm-hmm. Some will say Doom because Doom was the one that brought it into people's homes on
right.
For real.
Right.
Duke Nukem and all that.
Yes.
Those, so in that space, and I'm going somewhere with this. In that space, that's what Rocksteady is with their Gotham games, with their Arkham games. Fast forward now, today, Gotham Knights is a game developed by not Rocksteady, but by Warner Brothers Montreal. A little background on them. Mm-hmm. Warner Brothers Montreal is responsible for an Arkham game. Mm-hmm. It's very similar, identical with a few tweaks to the three masterpieces that Rocksteady made.
Right.
Called Arkham Origin. It takes place. It's a prequel to all of those games.
Right.
Same battle mechanics, same all kind of stuff.
And that got criticized.
It did.
Okay.
It did.
I'll just leave that there.
It did.
Go ahead.
It did. And I still struggle. There were some issues from a development perspective, as far as losing your progress and crazy stuff like that. Yeah, crazy stuff like that.
That's a deal breaker.
Yeah. But I'm talking about in terms of the quality of the game.
Gotcha.
Right? Like
okay.
It still has some of the best boss battle kind of stuff that I've ever seen. But it's not Rocksteady, so nope. And they were also responsible for, and nobody talks about because it was excellently done. I find it interesting that nobody gives it credit for, give them credit for that. The DLC, the Batgirl DLC in Arkham Knight.
Yes.
Excellent.
I love that one.
excellent.
Yes.
But they did that.
Right.
So they said, okay, we got a little skin in the game, and we're Warner Brothers, so we can do what we want. So they have their universe outside of the Arkham series on Rocksteady. And in their universe, and this is where the polarization comes in, Batman's dead. And Gotham it's a mess, as you would expect. So now the Bat family has risen up to pretty much take over the mantle of keeping Gotham safe. And by Bat family, I mean Red Hood, Nightwing, Robin, and Batgirl. And you can choose between all these characters. An open world Gotham whose map is bigger than any Gotham game, any Arkham game to date. This map is huge, and it's rich with history as far as every borough has like this. Man, I can't even remember how many years. It was crazy. Like this really old history, right? So the draw is that you got 4 different characters to choose from. So there's a variety here, of people you can go through the story with. Again, the polarization came in that people were like, so a Batman game with no Batman? No, thank you. And so right off the bat, you've already lost. Man, I'm willing to bet half of any interested gamer, right? So you got that working against you. So of course, Rowls and I don't subscribe to that because it's very possible. It's very possible for a game to be good irrespective of who's in it, right? Like if this was a game, and they announced it and it wasn't necessarily a Gotham game, but it was just some dude or some team out here, fighting in the, Jason Bourne in the street. It'd be all right, Right. But people have a problem with Gotham and no Batman. But you saw a Joker movie and he wasn't nowhere in it, and it made $1 billion. So say what you want. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I mean, why would you discourage anybody? I mean, that's enough motivation right there to go ahead and dip your toe in a Batman-less Gotham if you can make $1 billion in a movie theater. But I digress. So I was looking forward to this game from the jump. There are a number of people that I've talked to that leading up to now was like, nah, no desire if Batman's not in it. And I try to understand that as best I can, but from a gamer perspective, you would hate to miss out on a game that is really good potentially, because you don't get to play with the guy you want to play with. Now, developers, and I feel like I'm rambling. Do you have anything you want to add before I continue?
I think the only thing, and I'll be brief on this. I think the only thing that I struggle with, and this is just an observation in geek culture. I really feel like we are witnessing the golden age, good or bad, of geek culture. And what I mean by that is, we've gotten to a point where like D-list characters are getting their own series. You know what I'm saying?
D.
Yeah, like Peacemaker. Who would have thought?
D.
Like we're living in a world where there's a Peacemaker. Moon Knight.
What?
Like when we were growing up.
Who is that?
Yeah.
Right. We don't. Yes, we've seen him in passing.
Right. But again,
he ain't Wolverine.
Right. Because we've been trained in comics like these are the
ones that make it move. Yeah.
Right. But the beauty of it with geek culture, maybe as it relates to comics, is yes, there's a tapestry of all of these characters that you can like.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter which one you like.
Right.
Don't care.
Right.
But we're living in I guess with all the technology, all of the streaming services, we have everything at our disposal. We can read comics. We can read a comic and then watch a movie. We can watch a TV series, it's just all at our disposal. And I just feel like we've gotten spoiled. That's just my opinion. And
Yes.
again, it just stays
Yeah,
here.
I feel you.
And
Yeah.
I feel like it applies to this. It's kind of like, okay, y'all have gotten 3 masterpiece Batman games.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like anybody else that does anything, you just don't want to give it a chance.
Here's what I compare it to.
Or if
Okay,
it's,
I
or
would-
is it an allegiance to Rocksteady?
Yeah, but I don't know that it is. We will find out when Suicide Squad, the most.
Kills the Justice League, or what?
Yeah,
what's it called?
I no interest in playing with the shark. Like I don't like. You couldn't put out something else other than that. Like, but we will see. Because if it's an
It's
allegiance to
Rocksteady,
Batman
everybody's
or
gonna be playing with the
Rocksteady,
shark. Yes, right.
we'll see. But I'm saying, like you'll play with them because it's Rocksteady. That's what I want to see.
Right.
But you won't play with Red Hood and a Ninja Robin and a tech savvy and dope Batgirl and Nightwing. Anyway, let me stop. So
Just even having just a solo Nightwing game, I would play.
It's fine.
I would play a Red
Is
Hood
it
game.
is it okay if he did all this crime fighting in Bloodhaven instead of Gotham? Is it just that you're hung up because that's literally what happens, right? He doesn't do Gotham normally.
Right.
Right. He fights in Bloodhaven.
Right.
So if we did it there, would you buy it? Like if he was keeping Bloodhaven streets clean, would you go buy it?
Right. So again,
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, and again, maybe we can
Here's
get
the
into
thing.
the reviews and just see.
Yeah. And one more thing before we review. Here we go. Here's the thing. And we're talking about reviews, and we'll.
Well, I'm talking about the reviews that are coming out.
I know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. And so we will lead into that with this in particular, right? So a lot of the reviews, I think, the problem is that they're comparing it to Gotham games, the Arkham games. Don't do that.
Right.
Don't do that.
Right.
You're a basketball fan,
Correct.
and you have been a diehard basketball fan for a very long time. Now, we've had our discussion as far as who the GOAT is, right?
Right.
We have we not agreed that it's Michael Jordan?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Now, do you remember? Now, ever since Jordan has been out,
Right.
people have been looking for the next Jordan.
Right.
They always say, "Oh, whoever's dope is the next Jordan."
Right.
You remember when Grant Hill came out?
Yes.
They said the same about Grant Hill.
Right.
Grant Hill was cold, bro.
Oh, he was.
Like that dude. I don't think people understand how dope Grant Hill was.
No, Grant Hill was dope.
Like this guy was awesome.
Yes. Penny Hardaway, dope.
Yeah.
Grant Hill, not to get away from Grant Hill,
but
but
you know what I'm saying.
Yes, there were some dope cats out there.
Problem is, and this is my opinion, as far as it relates to Gotham Knights, everybody's hung up on what this game ain't, as it were.
Right.
What it isn't. Rocksteady is Jordan.
Yes.
This in my mind is Grant Hill. He's had some problems, injuries.
Right.
Dude was dope though.
Yes.
Dude was dope. If you watch, you know what I'm saying? It's like you cannot compare this to that. I would rather because it's not the same game, right?
Yeah. It's hard to that comparison. This is where I might disagree with you.
Okay.
I like the comparison that we talked about before, where you're like the Phantom.
Oh yeah, I did say BMW versus the Phantom. Yeah.
Yes, like
Yeah.
that would be because there's no injuries. There's no.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Because like, if you say Grant Hill with injuries, it's like, well,
like his career was hampered. I guess that's where I was going because there are some things that are visibly wrong
with
Gotham Knights.
Okay,
you
right.
see what I'm saying?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Like there are some things and I'm going into the review now.
Right.
For me.
I mean, were there some things wrong with Rocksteady? Like I didn't like
too much Batmobile.
Exactly.
In Arkham
I hated him.
Knight.
I hated it.
Too much Batmobile.
But
that's why
I didn't
Arkham City
destroy
is
the
best
game.
Exactly.
I didn't destroy the game.
Exactly.
Though. Still a good game.
People are not deducting points
right
off of the Arkham games because all of them silly. the reviews have cited everything that's minutely wrong with this game.
Right.
Oh, too much looking for stuff, busy working on. You didn't think that Riddler stuff was busy work?
That was ridiculous. No pun intended.
You. No one outside of me wanted to get all those Riddler.
Right.
Nobody.
Right.
And some of them required the car.
Yes.
Ridiculous.
Right. And puzzle solving.
Arkham Asylum had kill all the chattering teeth.
You had to find these little
chattering teeth.
You're beating people down, and there's a chattering tooth in the corner, and you missed it. You've walked over a scene, and
so don't miss me with the busy work.
Right.
Here's another complaint.
Right.
Batgirl sounds too young.
Huh? What? I don't.
The system as far as your items is too complicated. Let me tell you something. Wasn't nothing more complicated than that last Metal Gear game. Nothing. Still didn't stop it from being a 10. Now I'm not comparing it to Metal Gear.
Okay.
That's a masterpiece.
Yeah, because that's a
masterpiece. But it didn't cause people to take points off.
Right.
Miss me with complicated. Figure it out. I did.
Right.
I completely
just on a video game level. Right.
Yes.
Right.
Now, it could be very well that you don't play these kind of games and you don't like that.
Right.
Say that.
Right. And that's where I think
don't kill the game.
Right. And that's what I'm saying about the spoiled part. It's like, well, I don't get what I want, so I'm going to trash.
Here's another thing.
And we've been guilty of it too.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
I mean, you've.
Yeah, man.
I know you'll literally say, "I trash, not gonna watch." Like, and I've done the same.
But then I've tried to turn around and watch it anyway. Like I said, I'm not watching Miss Marvel.
Right.
And I did.
Right.
And I said I was wrong.
Right.
And I came on air and said it.
Right. Even Rogue One.
I've not shared that development with the people.
Well, you're sharing it now.
I hate to derail all the way to Andor on a video game. Remind me to do it on another time.
Yes,
but I've essentially changed my view on Rogue One.
Yes.
180.
But it's related to how
open-mindedness is very important.
Yes, and we got to understand the age we're in. We're getting everything that we want. And there's people that are expounding on that, and we're just like, nah, that's trash. Well, keep playing. You won't,
Another complaint.
Right.
There's stealthy missions. Kind of, you got to kind of stay hidden or whatever.
Yes. But you had to do that in Arkham Knight, though.
Yeah, I know. But here's the thing.
Right.
You can't distract them and then sneak up on them. They ain't Batman, bro. That was Batman.
Right.
That's what Batman does. None of them work with. They don't deal in fear, and that thing. That's Batman's thing.
Right.
You got to find another way, bro. What the kids say: get good. If you can't figure it out, now.
Even when you're doing the training session, they have Batman in the training session.
He's in the training session.
And he's and there's it's a storytelling element within the training.
Yes, it is.
Which I thought was dope.
It is. Gameplay. Ain't no wrong with the gameplay.
Right.
This dude was complaining about the grappling hook. It doesn't go where I want. Aim. Just look at where you're going. 99% of the time, it will find the target if it's a valid
It's Spider-Man.
One.
It's Spider-Man.
You didn't
on
complain about that with Spider-Man.
Right.
You didn't.
Right.
The camera angles when I'm fighting. Are you serious? These are legit. Like I've documented these arguments.
Right.
I don't like the camera angles. Bruh, them camera angles, you would be in a corner on Arkham and not know, and you would have to like dodge and try to reorient or whatever you would have to do.
Man, there were times I was inside of Batman's skin.
Yes, like inside of his body, and then you gotta no complaints.
Right.
It's rock steady.
Right.
No, they can do no wrong.
Right.
It's like it's ridiculous when all you want to say is, "I can't be Batman." Just say it.
Yes.
Just say it.
You can. I would have more respect
Just say
if you
it.
just say.
I would have not very much, but I would just say it.
I mean, Hattori said he's like, "Hey, Batman without Batman."
I'm sorry, man. I can't subscribe to that.
But but he's being real.
He's being honest,
and he's not
correct.
And he's not finding excuses to trash the game.
Right.
I'm just not going to play it.
Right.
More respect for somebody.
Exactly.
Absolutely. That just says, hey, I'm just not going to play the game.
Absolutely.
I want to play as Batman.
Absolutely. And I can't, so I won't. There it is.
Fine.
I would like a Batman game.
Right.
But these little minute 30 frames per second.
We're getting into frame rates now.
So they announced that this game's not going to run on 60 before it came out. Oh, people were up in arms. Get a PC then. If you want to run it. Here's the thing, man.
They built the game so it could
run
be
on the older systems.
Right.
Blame these folks for the short. You can't get a PlayStation without paying $1,000 for a bundle because they need to make sure that everybody that couldn't get one
can play
their game.
Yes.
And who knows? That might have been why they ended up pushing it. Let's keep pushing it.
Right.
Maybe some PlayStation
because they're dependent on the consoles. PlayStation's still like,
and here's the thing.
Here's a drop, y'all. It's like, what?
And show me the percentage. And show me the percentage of people that you can put in front of a TV and eyeball the frame rate.
Nah, I can't.
Get out of here with that garbage. You can't tell me is that 40 or 30.
You can't.
You can't.
I work in video. That doesn't.
Unless the game is woefully laggy.
Yes.
You cannot tell me.
You can't tell.
Now, there's some games that you can see and be like, my God, that thing is running on, like Street Fighter 6.
Oh, yeah, gosh.
It is clear that thing is on another level.
Yes.
But nothing is running like that.
They're running it on PlayStation or
yes,
Xbox
but it's designed for only that.
Yes.
Right?
And they staying true to that.
So don't be mad. Don't be mad. Like, I mean, they want everybody to play their game.
Right.
Get a PC then.
Right.
So that's my thing. Don't complain. Just go get a gaming laptop and play it.
Well, they're not going to do that because Batman's not in it.
Well, I'm just saying, if a frame rate is your hang up.
Well, it's not.
It's not.
It's not.
Correct.
It's not.
Right. It's not. I mean, you got all these reasons. Repetitive. Are you aware of what kind of game this is?
God. Sorry.
Batman fought. That's all you did. That's all you did on those Arkham games is when you went in the street and you beat up thugs.
God bless us, man.
What are we doing? Repetitive?
God bless us.
Are you serious?
We can't do right, man.
I don't like the grind for gear. Well, this ain't your type of game then. I respect that. If you don't like it, then you need to go play something where you don't grind for gear, man.
But you can play it without grinding for.
I mean,
you can play it without the gear.
You can just play and just beat people out. Now if you mad, you might have to upgrade that gear, else you're gonna get served in these streets.
Well, true.
But I'm saying it's not that complicated of a system to figure out. You guys, you act like you gotta have.
Spider-Man did it. You had to upgrade
in neuroscience. It ain't. Yeah,
Spider-Man. You had to upgrade the gear.
Nobody complained about that. About his skill tree.
You had to change up web shooters. You had to electrical.
About.
My son can do that. Like,
it's infuriating. Like I'm literally like triggered by this stuff. Like because you don't like that Batman's not in it. Like,
right. Like for example, let's talk about. I hate to jump to Avengers, but like let's make that comparison too.
Yes, let's.
Avengers. Can you? So let me ask you this question.
Okay.
What makes this different from Avengers? Because, like, for example, when I played Avengers for the first time, I was like, man, this is great. And then when the reviews started coming out, it was, well, it's very limiting.
Okay.
Like,
here's the thing.
Yeah.
Difference here. If you played Division,
right.
Division 2,
right.
Destiny 2, they're called loot shooters. This is the kind of game that exists Like it's this perpetual thing, right? And they have seasons.
Right. That makes a game fresh.
Yes, they introduce new things constantly, over and over again.
So in
Avengers was supposed to be that,
so
but
now
they didn't add any content hardly. It was just like
they were late to it.
Yeah,
now they adding stuff.
Yeah, you can't. We're doing the same stuff now. That's when the repetitiveness comes in.
Right.
Gotham Knights, Arkham games. This is a game you beat. It's a campaign. You beat it. You're done. We're not. It's not season 2. And season 3, where we're introducing new dungeons and new this. We might put some DLC out, but for the most part, this is not this game that you keep grinding for, and see, that's the problem. It has elements of those games,
but
in
not
it,
predicated on it.
Exactly. They are thinking it's one thing and it's not. And that may be a problem for the people because if you're used to a game like
sounds
Destiny,
like they were just searching for it. It's like, oh, excuse.
Man, it's like, okay, it's repetitive, I guess. All games are repetitive, but this game has an end at the end of the day. You're gonna beat the last boss, and it's kind of done, unless they put out like this other little side story like they did with Batgirl and Nightwing and
now, is it 4 different stories? That's the thing that
it's not 4 different.
It's not 4 different stories.
You just change.
characters, and it still follows the same story.
Yeah, it's the same story. It's fine.
Which is great.
It's fine. There's nothing wrong.
Right.
The gameplay's not bad. Stop killing the gameplay.
Right.
There's nothing wrong.
Right. Has there been any talk about how this game will have freshness after you play it?
But that's the thing. I don't think you will. No, because once you beat it, I think that's it. It's just like Arkham Knight. It's just like Arkham City. When you beat it, it's done.
Right.
Otherwise, we'd still be like if Arkham City or Arkham Knight was like Destiny, they would keep putting out. And there'd be a new big bad heading up this crime organization.
So this is what Avengers was trying to do. Right.
That's what Avengers is supposed to be. It was supposed to be Destiny.
Right.
Yeah, and they're trying, but
it's too late.
It was too late. And the problem with Avengers is people that play those kinds of games, they value uniqueness that comes by way of customization.
Right.
You can't really customize Thor to look like somebody else's Thor or behave like somebody else's Thor. The Hulk looks like the Hulk. Whereas Destiny, you create your avatar and you got different shaders for their uniform and you got different armors and you got this, you got that.
You can create a rare character.
My stuff doesn't look like your stuff, and
right.
That's the draw.
Right.
But when you're playing with people like that, it's a dangerous game, and I think that's why they went this route. They wanted the elements of that type of game as far as your gear and stuff like that and grinding for loot to get better to fight, the campaign. But that's where it stops. We're not doing seasons. When you beat this game, it's a wrap. Try to get as much stuff as you can. And, so I think they tried to make this a kind of a hybrid kind of game, a title with an end game and then with elements of the things that people like, customization. And I think, and I don't know that that's a problem because Mortal Kombat did it. Fighting game, people like to fight. And you can customize your stuff and look at a certain way,
Right.
So.
Injustice, like it.
Yeah. Injustice did it. Yep.
Right.
Injustice did it as well.
Right.
So.
Maybe not the, you can get different suits, but you couldn't.
But had attributes. Remember, like you might fare better against a Kryptonian.
Yes.
Or what I'm saying, little stuff like that.
Right.
To help you in the, regular game. Exactly. I don't think that stuff translated online because you don't want unfair advantages. But similar here, you get stuff to help you fare better against the criminals in Gotham. Right. There's nothing wrong with this game, you guys.
So do you want to drill down, just we give our impressions of the game? Yeah.
So I mentioned the map. The map is it's the best I've ever seen Gotham look in a game. I think this is it's great. I mean,
it was in sections. It wasn't like
there's 5 boroughs.
Right. Versus and it's a la like Spider-Man. Like Spider-Man had New York and it was the boroughs, right?
Yeah.
Right. So
same thing.
yeah,
And your transportation system.
it's like a Cobblepot borough.
Yeah,
like
there's all of that. Yeah, because all of the wealthy elite families of Gotham founded. It's the history
Yes.
of them founding in the Cobblepots, the Canes, the Waynes,
which wedges
the
into
Elliots,
wedges into the Court of Owls story.
Yes,
this is rich with comic stuff.
But they hate the story. I'm like, it's so predictable. Well, yeah, maybe so, because they kind of showed their hand with the Court of Owls in marketing the game,
right?
And they clowned them for that. But I feel like they had to do as much as they could from a marketing perspective to get these people off of that "it's no Batman in it" horse, man. It's like they had to draw people in the best they could.
One thing I like about this game, I actually like they have a comic series called Batman Gotham Knights Gilded City. Mm-hmm. It's a 6-part. It's like a prequel comic to the game. Mm-hmm. So Batman's in it.
Yeah,
Batman is. Yeah, and they're introducing new characters. There's a character called the Runaway, and it goes back to Gotham in the. Hold on, let me make sure. Yeah, there's a mysterious mass vigilante in Gotham in the mid 1800s called the Runaway, and there's some kind of virus that's infecting Gotham City that's causing people to act like maniacs and have these bursts of anger in present day Gotham. But in the 1800s, there was the same infection that was happening in the 1800s. So there's a storyline there, and I think it feeds into the Gotham Knights storyline. And then if you get the comic, you get an exclusive code to get something unlocked in the game with each issue. So, like, if you buy every single issue and unlock all 6 codes, you get another thing, like a 7th thing, for free. Like, unlocking something in the game. Okay. Which I thought was prety cool.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, it's very cool.
Yeah, and it kind of like appeals to the sorry, I'm not trying to derail, but it's just added bonus. Yeah. Like they actually put thought into it. Like
and I feel like they felt like they had to do everything they could to just kind of show just how much and
like we love Batman.
Yes, we're not just doing it to spite you guys.
Right.
It's like the developer even said. I read an article. I should have brought it, but I'm gonna paraphrase. Basically what
we can add it to like
paraphrase basically what he said. He was just like, we decided to leave Batman out because we wanted to highlight, kind of like what you were saying, the richness of other characters. And we knew that if they put Batman in there, nobody would play with him other four. Correct. And they wanted to show a variety of fighting style. They got all these, you got my man Nightwing on some capoeira circus acrobatic stuff. You got Batgirl, who is actually closest to Batman in terms of how she fights.
Right.
So she's like him in that kind of manner. Red Hood is just brute who shoots guns and brutalizes people.
And he has some kind of mystic art. I didn't realize that part of it.
And see, that comes from that Lazarus Pit stuff.
Okay, gotcha.
That's why he's the only one that can do that, like, super powered stuff.
Right.
And Robin is a ninja. The dude's just on some League of Assassins kind of
stealthy.
Stuff. Yeah, like real. Right. And so they wanted to be able to give variety to the gamer. And allow you an opportunity to explore those, but you wouldn't have had Batman been in the game. You just wouldn't. No one.
Right.
Unless part of the story dictated. Remember how in Spider-Man the story took you away and made you be Miles for a minute.
Right.
You had to sneak around and be Miles, or sneak around and be Mary Jane and stuff like that. The story would have to dictate that you even in Arkham Knight they did the same thing. You had to be Catwoman.
Correct.
To finish the game, you had to do some stuff.
Right.
They would have had to force it.
Yes.
Whereas we want to give you a chance to level up and learn a character and be able to switch in between, and then introduce a co-op, and you could come, they wanted it Bat family centric, right?
Yes.
Now, where I will say I feel like they made a mistake is that the co-op, I think, could have been a little better because the way I understand it,
have you played the co-op yet?
Not yet, but the way I understood is
me.
that you can call somebody in, when you need. Like, actually, what was funny? I didn't realize I had mine set on public, and some random dude jumped in my game.
Yeah. I got mine set to public, but nobody.
Yeah. Some random dude. So I was like, reset.
Yeah, private.
Yeah, right. But I don't want to speak on the co-op yet. Let me withhold anything I'm saying because I have not done that part yet. Mm-hmm. But all in all, man, if you like going into the street and beating folks up and leveling up, I think the leveling up part frustrates people. I don't think they like to do the grinding part, leveling up and. Mm-hmm.
But you're leveling up as you're fighting crime. Though.
Right. But see, people like to jump in and be dope. They don't want to have to do stuff over and over again in order to get the experience, to get the skills that they would make them more effective in the street. Whereas I enjoy that stuff.
I'm not one of those.
But Spider-Man was like that.
Yes.
If you didn't have, there was stuff that you absolutely needed to be successful.
Right.
And you didn't have at the beginning.
Right.
And you had to do enough and beat enough people to earn it.
Yeah, but I like the interrogation part of it where you can fight certain sets of thugs and
get information.
As you're fighting, you're like, okay, I need to leave one.
Yeah, I need to leave one so I can get them and so I can get more
and
information
they're
on
marked.
the premeditated crimes in the city for which you get more experience.
Correct.
To when you foil.
Which makes sense.
Now, I saw one person, and I said this to a degree. It's a bit easy as far as the fighting is concerned, right? Spider-Man was really easy. It was like I put it on hard and it wasn't even a challenge. And I feel kind of the same with this one because I'm playing this one on hard right now.
Yeah, I'm on medium.
And so but here's where the difficulty comes in. Forget the fighting. The premeditated crimes include stuff like defuse the bomb. You'll have three civilians with bombs strapped to them.
Oh wow!
You have to eliminate everybody and defuse all them bombs. If you alert anybody to your presence, dude turns on the timer on all three bombs. So now you got a problem.
Right.
Now I got to try to kill 20 people. I got to knock out 20 people, and it takes like anywhere between 5 and 10 seconds about 5 seconds to defuse a bomb. Mm-hmm. So if you've got 10 seconds left and 2 bombs to go, you failed.
Right.
So the difficulty comes in is stopping a hacker from uploading that data while you're fighting 19 of his boys.
Right.
That's where the difficulty comes in. And this guy was talking about how easy it was to beat folks. Yeah, it's easy to beat thugs in the street, but those premeditated crimes that you interrogate to get information on, those are the ones that's tough. Stop them from robbing the bank. It's a whole crew of them. They're robbing the bank. Don't let them get out with the money.
Right.
You got to take out 20 dudes.
Right.
And one of them has a big shield.
Right.
And he's causing problems. A lot of them have guns.
Right.
And so that's where it comes in. That's where the difficulty comes in.
Calls for your training.
Exactly. You can beat up these fools in the street with bats all day long in the street. Mm-hmm. But where the money, as far as experience comes in, is those premeditated ones where you're getting the interrogated information from. Right. So I would really encourage these people to do more, and not just think you're just beating up thugs for a couple of experience points. Experience everything.
Right.
Find those hidden caches that Batman has left around the city, in order to, level up your armor.
Right.
Dude, give it a chance, y'all.
The intro is amazing.
It is amazing.
Batman.
It was
Batman fights Ra's al Ghul.
It is epic.
Yes.
I was in. I was like, this game can't be trash after
Right.
that.
Yes.
Like, you can't afford to give me trash after that.
Right. No.
Like,
there's no way.
but according to these critics, 4 out of 10, 3.5, 2 stars out of 5. Boo boo. I'm like, okay, all right. You know what? Fine.
And everybody, and again, like,
Go play Call of Duty.
yeah, I think that's what I think that's what I struggle with. Everybody has a right to their opinion on a review, but be honest about it. It's like,
be honest.
Yeah, this is
It's not as bad as what you're reaching.
Yeah.
You're reaching. Everybody here is reaching.
right.
I will stand with you.
And the game has flaws.
Yes.
Every game has flaws.
Absolutely.
Every game has flaws. Rocksteady's games has flaws.
Absolutely. Still don't stop it from being a 9.5.
Correct.
You weren't deducting points off of Rocksteady.
No.
And see, your problem is you're comparing them to Rock. Stop comparing it to Rocksteady. Stop.
Right.
You didn't do that to Spider-Man. You would have sworn Insomniac came up with the battle system, the way they acted.
Right.
No.
And nobody was looking at frame rate of Spider-Man. like,
He was on that PS4 when he came out.
yeah, the only thing that was talked about is like you could switch the what do they call it? The like if you had a PS5, you could switch the it's how the buildings look and the reflections. You could turn all that stuff off to get a smoother game.
Correct.
But you couldn't tell the difference.
Right, and that's right. I couldn't, and then that's what they claim to be mad about. I can't adjust my settings if I have the better system. I'm like, just get a PC, bro. If it's that bad, just you know what I'm saying. You weren't playing it anyway because Bruce Wayne wasn't in it.
Yeah, and I wonder why they showed that. They had a trailer just for the PC. Remember that?
Well, that's what they do, right? That's what they do. They're gonna show their game on.
They're gonna say, "Hey,
they're gonna run." They did
this
it with
is the premium.
They did it with Arkham Knight, and remember Arkham Knight. The PC launch was botched. They had them but like 12 people on the team.
Right,
and that thing trash.
Yeah, now they trash that.
They swept that thing under the rug though. Rocksteady. Don't say nothing about that.
Yeah, they said something about it.
I know, but it didn't last long.
It didn't last long.
It didn't hurt.
This game get trashed before the game came out.
Didn't even make it to the street.
Right. It wasn't even in my hand. And
didn't even make it to the street, and the
like
4s and the 5s was coming.
Poor, yeah, like poor. I was like,
ridiculous.
Really? Poor?
No, not even close to poor, you
like
guys.
By the trailer alone, I was in.
Not even close to poor, you guys. Not even close. Not even close.
Good at best.
And you can call me a stan or whatever you want to call me, but you know me. I'm not unafraid to call DC out on anything.
Right.
Not afraid.
Right.
And also, I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong about DC stuff.
Right.
This is not me standing.
Yeah, but I don't see.
Why would I stand? There's no Batman.
Right.
Why would I be standing?
Right.
It's like, go just play the game.
Yeah, there's no like Batgirl stands.
Just play the game.
Yes.
Just play the game. Right. I mean, I do have an affinity for Red Hood, but I mean, come on, dude. I played Nightwing. He's great.
Right.
He's great.
Right. All of them will be great.
Robin is really cool though.
Right.
Like Robin is like if you start playing with Robin, it's hard to put him away. It's
okay.
Like,
I don't like the current design of Robin.
Yeah, and people
but you can upgrade.
But you can upgrade.
Yes.
Oh yes. Thank you for reminding me before we end.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't like Robin's outfit. That was a complaint.
Right. There's a bunch.
Change it.
Yes. Right.
Just change it.
They have
you
that
don't
ability.
have to wear that outfit.
Right. It's actually one of especially if you get the deluxe, you can you have one at your disposal.
But even
and
if
you can
not,
unlock them
and
pretty
even
fast.
if not, just play the game and unlock the good junk.
Right.
Just do it.
Right.
If you don't like that,
yeah,
you're just it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Just I've got nothing. I've got these papers with all this bad.
Yeah, and the last point I'm gonna make, I think there's like a level of just people being spoiled, and then I think there's just a level of the critics. Like everybody's a critic, and like take it to movies. Like there's critics that will criticize a comic book movie, and they have no knowledge that, like for example, I hate to bring it back to Black Adam. We just reviewed that, but like there are reviewers that are saying, well, Black Adam is derivative of Thor. And you're like, no.
No.
Like, Black Adam came out first. It came out in the 1940s. Like,
no.
Right.
No. And if you do...
because he has lightning, and it's just like...
And if you do enough history, Marvel did all the stealing.
Correct.
With the exception of Namor and Aquaman.
Right. Dr. Fate came
first.
Right. They were saying, well...
Darkseid first.
Right.
Green Arrow first.
Right.
Before Hawkeye.
Correct. Yes.
I mean, those artists and those storytellers, they worked.
The archetypes were already there.
And they was just like, okay, well, I'll take my talents over here to Marvel, and I know what I was doing over here. I'm going to create my own.
Right. That'll work for Marvel.
Deadpool was literally satire, satire on a parody of Deathstroke.
Correct.
Slade Wilson, Wade Wilson.
Right. Yes.
So, man, do your homework, bro. Do your homework.
Right.
Do your homework.
Right. But they, the critics just...
Critics, man. They paid to critique. So,
right.
There you go.
Yeah.
But your review could have been just like, there's no Batman, 2 out of 10. and then just save yourself all the keystrokes.
Now we know where you stand. So don't hide behind hide behind
nonsense.
Reaching.
Yes.
Right.
That's what this is. It's nonsense. Play the game. EST 1982 podcast.
Right.
Is the Instagram and the Facebook group tag. EST982podcast.com is the website. Patreon.com/EST982 podcast is where you can pledge $1 to help us keep these lights on up in here.
Yes.
Tell us, man. Look, I don't know how many of you guys have played video games. If you play video games,
just give the game a try.
Rent the thing. I don't even rent it if you can. I haven't rented a game in 100 years.
Is GameFly still around?
Yeah. Right.
The Netflix of video games.
Right, there has to be an option to play a game without buying it. Right. So just do it. Do that, and then make it. If you don't like the way the game plays or whatever it is, at least I know it's true. It ain't because you went in. No, see, these critics have to play the game, so they are already in there with their arms folded. I'm not gonna get to play with Batman, so I'm gonna kill it. But if you're giving it a chance, you're not even thinking about Batman, right?
Right.
You've already made up in your mind. I understand there's no Batman. I'm gonna play this game for what it is. Critics are playing it mad because they've gotten a copy of it in advance. They're told by whoever they're employed to play it and review it, and they're mad. No Batman. Get out of here. We'll holler at you.